Birthplace of house music is now one step closer to becoming a Chicago landmark in the heart of the West Loop. The Warehouse used to be a nightclub and a safe haven for black and brown LGBTQ plus Chicagoans. That building had no protection against demolition, changes, etc., until one nonprofit stepped in, a nonprofit we're all familiar with. Joining us now from Preservation Chicago's Ward Miller, Executive Director. So it has been granted a preliminary landmark recommendation by the Commission on Chicago Landmarks. Good morning. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Miller.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us, Brad. We're honored to be here.
Can you first explain to us what all that means and why is it important, even though it's step one, to become a landmark or get this stamp of approval?
Absolutely. So the Warehouse is an important building to so many people in Chicago and across the nation and world. And this preliminary landmarks is the first step towards honoring this building, its legacy, and protecting it for the millennia, if you will, in perpetuity. This is an amazing structure tied to house music and the legendary Frankie Knuckles, and we're really honored to be part of this celebration and landmark designation of the Warehouse. And I have to share that I went to high school nearby, and after high school there weren't a lot of places you could go if you were under 21. So a pack of us would descend on the Warehouse on a Saturday night because it was one of the few places you could go as a kid growing up in Chicago.
Yeah, and we're seeing some video of the Warehouse there. So tell us how we got to this moment and what other steps need to be done to make the Warehouse officially a landmark. And what from you're telling me now, it's now office spaces, correct?
Correct. So it's a preliminary landmark, which means it has all the protections of a designated Chicago landmark as it works through the cycle, the landmark cycle, which is a multi-step process. But it appears that the owners may be now on board with the landmark designation, realizing the history. This group of attorneys didn't realize the significance of this building when they purchased it. But for the last number of years, decades maybe, it's been offices and attorney offices. The Warehouse space was a long linear space inside that building, which is where the club and the dance floor was. And it was even more packed than the footage you're showing right now, as I recall. It was almost shoulder to shoulder when you walked in the place. It was quite a remarkable experience and a place where everybody was welcome, and especially if you were, sort of in that underage to mid-20s, if you will, kind of place.
Yeah, and also marginalized communities, black and brown, LGBTQ. And it really is, from the looks of it, it's a pretty building. It's a beautiful building. Clearly some thought with the architecture design. You guys do so much important work. So we do keep our history alive. You got to keep the old with the new. What is another key effort on your horizon? Who are you looking to save next?
Well, we're in the midst of trying to save the Century and Consumers buildings on State Street. One is 16 stories, one is 22 stories from 1913 and 1915. And these are two remarkable buildings of the Chicago School of Architecture, steel frame buildings, early Chicago skyscrapers, which you can see in the background of the Federal Center. And the judges and the GSA feel these buildings are just too close to the Chicago Federal Center and possess a safety threat. So there's a $52 million taxpayer congressionally approved earmark to demolish these amazing buildings of the Chicago School on State Street and replace it with sort of a grassy lot. And we feel that that's really not right. We want to turn these into a collaborative archive center, so the windows facing the Federal Center could be blocked from the inside. If we lose these buildings, not only do we lose part of the State Street wall and our great Chicago history, but these two early skyscrapers, and Chicago is up for a UNESCO World Heritage Site. honoring some of these early skyscrapers of downtown Chicago with the option of adding more. And in the future, we're hoping that these could be added as well. So a lot at risk.
I'm not an architecture historian, but I do believe, just from recollection, it was those early steel frame high-rises that were the precursor, were really the first and the precursor to everything that came after. The design led to the monsters that we see today. Is that not correct?
Yes. Chicago is the birthplace of not only house music, but long before that, it was the golden age of architecture, if you will, with the first steel frame buildings now known as, or recognized as, the first skyscrapers built in Chicago. The first one was the Home Insurance Building at LaSalle and Adams. And since that time, there were a number of these great Chicago school buildings, as we call them, built and constructed in downtown Chicago. And most of them are honored and protected and landmarked, but these two are not, because the federal government chose to buy them 17 years ago and has really been neglectful on a large scale towards really keeping them in good repair. They've been basically abandoned for almost 2 decades, and prior to that, they had a pretty good occupancy. So really a tragedy. But this isn't the first time we've seen a building come back from the edge. The Reliance building at State and Washington is now a hotel, and it's been beautifully restored. And it was in a similar condition to these two buildings just down the street.
Now you're saying the federal government was neglectful? That's no, just kidding.
Really
right? Yeah, real stunner there. I do know of which.
And I want you to know
buildings-
we've been trying to save these for more than 10 years, but now there's a $52 million earmark to demolish them. So
Unbelievable.
the effort has stepped up. But yes,
Let us know.
It's a hard story to digest.
Yeah, let us know how that goes. Let's track it on the stream here. You keep in touch with us as you effort to save what are truly remarkable and groundbreaking history-making buildings. From Preservation Chicago is Ward Miller, the executive director. We thank you for joining us, and keep up the good fight, sir.
Thank you so much, Brad.